Hello, my friends. We're going to talk about the new moon in Pisces. It's on February 20th for most of us. Some of us will have it on February 19th. I'm going to share my screen. And while I'm doing that, I want to say thank you for joining us here. And you can get this forecast in your inbox if you're on my newsletter, and please subscribe. So here we're going to talk about this new moon in the sign of Pisces, very, very early in that sign, February 20th. 2:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 degree, 22 minutes. So it's in that first 10 degrees, that first decan, which is completely ruled by Pisces and Neptune and Pisces. It's the energy. And what we got going on with this is initiating, and let's begin some things that are new. Always at new moons, we want to set goals and intentions. And I like to put these forecasts up before the new moon because I want to remind you, and this is such an important lunar phase, is that the last few days before every new moon. So I'm posting this somewhere around 14th of February. And so we're not quite into that last lunar phase, but the last 2.5 to 3 days before the new moon, again, the new moon, February 20th, is the balsamic lunar phase. And that is when we are in a phase of releasing and surrendering and letting go. We absolutely need to honor this waning phase of the moon. And even the first approximately 24 hours of the new moon, it's important to honor the dark phase of the moon. So that's the balsamic. And again, the first few, usually it's the first 24 hours of the new moon when we can't see the moon because she's just too close to the sun. Honoring that, because when we surrender to the things that are creating stress and anxiety, we surrender to it, and then we can release it on some levels. And that gives us the space that we want and we need when we're looking to bring something fresh and new into our lives. And when we have this new moon in the sign of Pisces, the Pisces energy, that's our focus for the new moon, is about going around, it's about flowing, but it's also about bringing dreams into reality. Over the next lunar month, we have opportunities to do that. But if you follow me, especially if you're over in on my Patreon membership, which that's available, the links are below. We talk about the lunar gestation cycle a lot, and that is a 3-year cycle that starts with every new moon. So I won't get into it here, but every new moon is a very important opportunity to at least journal how you're feeling and what you want, and to bring into your life in the regard to new moon in Pisces, hopes, dreams, wishes. Those are the beginnings. That's the beginning activities you can do with a new moon. So anytime after it's new, you can start writing this down. I like to journal personally, as opposed to actually making material goals for myself. I like to write down, at the very least, write down how I'm feeling and what's going on around me. I'm not able to journal every day. It's just, I can't do it. I write so much already. I know you understand that too. I just don't always have the time. I mean, I'm handwriting all of my client charts every day. So by the time it's time for me, I don't want to do it. And so just a reason I'm saying that is because it's just important that we find time to journal, at least at this new moon, at every new moon, because again, it starts a 3-year cycle that has, it comes in 9-month increments, which is why it's called the lunar gestation cycle. And so you don't have to know any more about it than that at this point in time. I just want you to understand it is so important that we look and initiate and begin and write down and pay attention to how we're feeling. And if you do love to set goals and do things for a manifestation, now's the time to do it. You can really engage in that in a wonderful, wonderful way. I know this is hanging out right here with Saturn, but in my opinion, it's a separating aspect. It is a separating aspect, and it's over with. It is not part of this forward moving new moon in Pisces. So I won't talk about that. I'll talk about it in my daily forecast, which are also on here on YouTube. So you can, it's just little shorts. You can go check them out. And so what else do I want to do with this new moon in Pisces? I want to set goals or intentions based off of, again, my hopes, my dreams. Maybe I just need more time for myself. I can stop the share. We don't need the share going on. Maybe I just need more time for myself, and I want to create that space. So I am being imaginative and creative, and just sparking and connecting with spirit or my higher self. These are things we can do. These are intentions we can set for a new moon in the sign of Pisces. All right. So looking at being more creative, allowing spirit to flow, allowing your life to flow, giving yourself an opportunity to unplug and sort of just forget about the rough edges and just feel more comfortable. And we also, and feel more comfortable. I was writing this out. I should have hit a period right there and then a new paragraph. We can get into some escapism here too. Sometimes we need it. That's what vacations are for. I haven't been on one in ages. That is what vacations are for, to escape, to leave the rigors of everyday living. Now you can set goals for that. It's like, I really want to make sure that I set a goal that I'm going to have a couple weeks off, blah, blah, blah. You fill in the blanks. You know the circumstances of your own life. Maybe vacation, just you can't do that. Well, find a way where you can carve out a couple hours even. We don't have to have these massive, grandiose ideas. You can bring it into something that is very normal and personalized to you. So just say like, okay, every Sunday afternoon at 4:00, that's it. No more, whatever it is. And you just get to, veg into a book, take a nap. It's a little late in the day to take a nap. My opinion. Watch TV, get lost in the movie, be creative, whatever. Set easy goals if you know you're not good at setting big goals. That's how I want you to use this. That's what I would recommend if you are asking me your opinion. If you're watching this, maybe you are asking me my opinion. That's how I would use this. I would use this to soften the rough edges, to make sure I find time to unplug and create and do the things that feel great, that aren't the rigors of everyday life, that really create an awful lot of stress. And it helps us with our mental health as well, when we get to go do the things that we love. Maybe I'll just do research. I need a new kayak. I made a hole in mine last year. It was such a cheap kayak. I had to take it back. So I need to find another one that will fit in my RAV. Maybe I'll do that on the new moon. Maybe I'll go hunt that down and just see what I can find at the local sports stores. I don't know. What are you going to do? How do you want to use this? That's a very material thing. It sure is. But then if that isn't interesting for you, then you might want to, set goals so you can meditate at a certain time every day. Or again, just get into your art, get into your creativity, get into your music, whatever brings you into that Zen, that Om place. That's what Pisces wants to. And you guys are big dreamers. You guys who are Pisces, you guys are big dreamers. You know no boundaries. And that is lovely in a lot of ways, because you dream big and you reach for the stars and you're not afraid to fall, because you just like, well, I'll just keep going. Those are the Pisces I know. You guys are just, you go for it. Doesn't mean you don't have stuff, because we all have stuff. But that's something I admire about those of you who have some strong Pisces in your charts, where you can just really, reach for the stars and not look at what might hold you back. So, hey, even if you're not a Pisces, add that to your list. That might be something to be really helpful. I'm going to leave us with that. You guys, please like, subscribe, share, the routine. And my website, DorothyMorganAstrologer.com, has all kinds of stuff. I do private sessions. So if I can help you out, come check me out there. All right. Blessings, everybody. Namaste.